Alfonso Cuarón's nightmarish, dystopic vision, Children of Men, opens not with a whimper, but with a bang. Dystopian films are a staple of the medium. Ever since the symphonic, strangled imagery of Fritz Lang's Metropolis, filmmakers have been attracted to the end of the world as a setting for their works. It seems to conceal a deep dread we feel about our own mortality. When we lose the fear of consequence, what do we have left beyond our primal, sometimes savage, will to survive? What was once a solid, concrete social construct now lies buried beneath the rubble of our crumbled society, where the days are short and dark, the nights long and darker. In this cold new world, what would we stand for, when our time is so luridly limited, and we can live without fear of justice? What would we do? Therein lies the beauty of Children of Men. Cuarón strips all of that away and focuses on the root of this idea. With a disturbing sureness, Cuarón holds up a dirty, corroding mirror to our own complacency, twisting and weaving this Ozymandias cum nativity story into a genre that is comfortable to a 21st century audience.
What? You kill me. 100 years from now, there won't be one sad fuck to look at any of this. What keeps you going?
You know what it is, Theo? I just don't think about it.
The title itself is taken from a Bible passage, Psalms 90. Thou turnest man to destruction, and sayest, Return, ye children of men. This is Old Testament, an angry, vengeful God punishing us for our sins. A God that was here before man and will be here long after, eternal, from everlasting to everlasting. A lifetime for us is a mere blink through his eyes. If we occasionally lift our heads and pause long enough to wonder what we are striving for, if there is lasting purpose in what we do, what we create, we will realize that all these lives lived, all these stories told, will soon be gone, soon forgotten. The silence simply leaves room for our cries to echo out and back to us. As soon as our umbilical cord is severed, it seems we realize we have been left aborted, abandoned and alone. Faced with that immense indifference, with that immediate despair and entropy, Cuarón wrestles with the possibilities of how we would react. He revels in our uncertainty. Could you ignore it and carry on? Would you give up? Or maybe you would try to numb the pain, like Theo. Owen's character drives much of the film, a linear presence throughout, anchoring us in this erupting civilization. In the beginning, he is passive to the problem. It's not that Theo is ignorant to what's going on around him. His disillusion has just become too much. He has chosen his way of coping, whether right or wrong. The importance of a single, unborn character overshadows the political and social backdrop of the film. Left and right seem almost trivial when scaled next to the weight of the survival of the first natural-born child in nearly 20 years. As chaos looms and on the brink of extinction, while the world implodes, the temperatures rise, the pandemics spread, immigrants rush the borders. What point is there of trying to prevent any of it? There will be no one left to benefit. Cuarón offers us no answers, just as Theo finds none. Instead, he offers us hope.
Jesus Christ.
Unsurprisingly, the film's instinctive cinematography done by the legendary Chivo Lubeski stands out. But Children of Men holds as a prime example of how different departments can work together in balletic synchronicity. The production design, the cinematography and choreography, the editing or often lack thereof, gently lulls us into a groggy, unsteady state, willing to submit to the film's hazy, hypnotic narrative. The abandoned school scene, in particular, is something even Tarkovsky would have been proud of.
More than a provocative statement, for me, is an exploration. It's for each member of the audience to come out with their own conclusions about hope. I think that part of reality is really hard to watch, and that was the whole point. At the end, it's an adventure, but an adventure that takes you through this state of things, that a lot of these things are very uncomfortable to watch. And at the end, for you to make your own conclusion that if, after you witness what you witness, there's room for hope. And if there's room for hope, what do we do with this hope?
This is bold, confident filmmaking. If all blockbuster films had only half the care and intention of this, the state of mainstream cinema would be in a better place, I'm sure. Cuarón's reframing of a dystopian future feels less like a political representation, but like something closer to a philosophical allegory. While we understand our time here is fleeting, we still wonder if there's anything we can do to stop it passing by as insignificantly as a sigh. He seems to relish in its unanswerable questions, but he gives us hope that this is not the end, just the beginning.